Digimon Survive is here, guys, and I got my physical copy on the Nintendo Switch. I just thought it was a no-brainer since it'd be portable, and I don't think it'd have any performance issues, given it is a visual novel type game. And so I'm very excited, guys. I am not going to bring any nostalgia into this first thoughts, just because I haven't done anything Digimon in a good while. I do have Digimon Cyber Sleuth, but I have not played it, so I'm not going to bring any nostalgia into this. So I'm not going to try to say, hey, this game is amazing or this game is bad, giving my nostalgia for the game. But anyway, guys, we're going to go over it. I originally was going to go show some game footage, but I had some technical issues, so we're just going to talk about it. But for future first thoughts, guys, I will be playing the game while I give my thoughts in the process. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you my negatives first, and then I'll go to the positives. So guys, the first negative, and you got to know this, is if you care as much as I do, it has no English audio. It's all in Japanese and it's all subtitles, so you got to read all of it. It's just text, no actual English voice acting. That was a huge turnoff for me. But it's still very manageable since I watched a lot of anime with subtitles, guys. But if that is a big turnoff, guys, that is number one right there. When I found out, I was just like, oh my god, as long as they made us wait for this game and all the pushback and on all the delays, and now there's no English audio, definitely a turnoff, guys. So that is a big negative. A second negative, now I don't play a lot of visual novels, and normally I'm very excited to want to play a visual novel game. Like I played Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now I know that's not visual novel, but it's got some kind of the aspects to it. And there are other games I've been wanting to play. But I am gonna say, guys, I'm not making this a negative just because I have not really played visual novel games, but there is a lot of filler in this game, at least in the first 4 hours, that is very unnecessary. I'm telling you, the first 4 hours of the game could literally be compressed to 10 minutes. The first 4 hours of the game could be compressed into 10-15 minutes. I don't understand why they made it so long. There are these little exploration paths that literally are just pointless. There's three characters in a line. You can look at them, or you can look at a sign or a flower, and it kind of gives you some dialogue, and you read through it, and it's extremely pointless. There was even a part where I had to go to one map, then go to another map, just to go back to the map with completely pointless, just completely pointless dialogue, completely pointless everything, guys. I was in that part of the video when I was recording it. I was telling myself I want my money back. So I felt like that was very pointless, but I kept pushing on, guys. And so anyway, second negative, guys, is that I get it's a visual novel, but there seems to be a lot of filler in here that is completely pointless, at least in the first 2 hours of the game. My next negative, guys, is that even though it's Japanese dialogue with with the text, with the English text, there are scenes, it's kind of like Pokemon, there are scenes where they're not even talking, so all you get is the text. I don't understand what they're actually saying, but it just feels more real whenever they're actually speaking it. So there is parts where they're speaking it and you get the English text, and then there's a large chunk where it's just the text and they're not even speaking. I hate that. I think it's disgusting, and it's really part of the game that's getting me very bored. So that is another negative that I think is completely pointless in the game, guys. And so the three big negatives for me is going to be the fact that it doesn't have English, the fact that the visual novel part of it, there's exploration parts that are just completely pointless, and then there's parts where they're not even speaking. It's just reading, which is also something that's a very big turn off for me. But those are probably the three biggest negative factors. So honestly, if you guys can push through the first 2 hours, after that, guys, the game gets hyped. The story starts to unfold. You actually get into part one of the game. The story gets good. Even the exploration isn't bad. You start to have these little parts where you use your camera. And guys, the battle system is gold. So the first number one thing is the battle system, guys. Actually, these 1 and 2 are probably going to be evenly matched, guys. The battle system is amazing. It's just hype. It's great. I love it. If you've played any tactics game, it's pretty much just like any tactics game. If you've played Fire Emblem Three Houses, that's the closest one to the tactics games that I've played most recently. Very similar to that battle system, guys. It's very good. So there's no complaints about the battle system, but it is a tactics game, guys. But it's a really good tactics battle system. The music, guys, you guys can hear it in the background, is gold. The music and the battle system is just totally amazing. So those two are huge. And then guys, number 3 is the story does get better, and the visual novel aspect of it doesn't even feel like a visual novel anymore. So it gets to the point about after the 2-hour mark where it actually feels like you're watching an anime. You've been reading it so much that it doesn't even feel like you're reading it anymore. And then you actually get to unlock free battle, which now you get to battle pretty much whenever. If you get bored a little bit of the visual novel part of it, go into a free battle. And the battle system is similar to like SMT, Shin Megami Tensei, and Persona 5, where you actually talk to a Digimon. If you answer their questions right, they will join your team, which is super cool. So if you guys have played Shin Megami Tensei games or Persona 5, so Persona 5 should have been a Shin Megami Tensei game. It's the only Persona game that knocked the Shin Megami Tensei out of its title. But anyway, guys, it's similar to that battle system. So anyway, guys, my overall thoughts. At first, the first two and a half hours, I wanted my money back. I was frustrated. I was a little upset. I thought it was a money grab. But guys, after that, wow, the game starts to become gold. You get introduced to the battle system even more. You get to play it even more. You enjoy it. You enjoy what the battle system has to offer. The music is just amazing, and the story, guys, get hype, and it gets hyped, and it gets to the point where it feels like you're more watching an anime than anything. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, guys. Definitely a buy in my eyes. So definitely go out and buy it. Again, guys, I said no nostalgia, though. Digimon is, I mean, it's Digimon, guys. I've been hoping for a Monster Rancher game too. But guys, yes, definitely a buy. I hope this helped you out, guys. If you didn't know it didn't have English, that's the biggest upset. But these are my first thoughts on the game. I promise you guys on the next videos, my first thoughts are going to actually have me doing a gameplay while I'm talking about it. Guys, thank you so much. If you liked the video, like it or dislike it. If you didn't, comment down below. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Again, I run a second YouTube channel that is nothing but Yu-Gi-Oh content. The link will be down below for that as well. Thank you guys so much, guys. And I hope you guys are as hyped about Digimon Survive as I am.